YouTube family, I am on here with a video that I am so excited to do. It's a video that's very different than what I normally talk about. I normally talk about cosmetics and what you can see, and how I do my makeup, and how much money I'm not going to spend, how I'm going to save, and I'm going to be successful, and occasional rants and stuff like that. But this is a whole different side. During my Vlogmas, some of you mentioned that you like fragrance as much as I do, and I could not do Vlogmas without mentioning a fragrance every Vlogmas I did, pretty much. So today it is winter, and I am doing top 5 sexiest fragrances for winter. These are the fragrances that you want to wear when you want to get your sexy on. Yes, this is not your church fragrance. Well, I mean, it might be your church fragrance, but this is that fragrance that is alluring, it is sexy, it is a breath of fresh air. It just goes there, and I'm just so excited to do this video. This is a part of my little Valentine's, countdown to Valentine's Day special. So without further ado, my top 5 sexiest fragrances for women. The first one I have is Yves Saint Laurent. And how could anyone have a collection of sexy fragrances and leave out Yves Saint Laurent? Oh my goodness. Back in the day, they had a fragrance called Opium that was extremely sexy, and it was also extremely cloying, and every church lady wanted it. This black Opium is a gourmand, just like the original Opium, but it's not cloying like this. This one is a blend of black coffee, white florals, which soften it, and then vanilla. The original Opium was just spicy, spicy, spicy. And this is, look at the color of that. And if you are able to afford the full-size bottle, it is a gorgeous bottle, but even this one is just so pretty. And I keep it in this bottle right here, and oh, it just smells like love in a bottle. And in this time of the year, a gourmand is so good to mix with most people's chemistry. I haven't ran into a person who says that this fragrance doesn't work with them. Although I notice a lot of people like vanilla fragrances, and white flowers are just, sexy and fresh. And then you hit it with that black coffee, and that's what makes it the black Opium. Ooh, it is such a good fragrance. It is so nice. And the next one that I want to mention is new for me this year. I haven't actually bought the bottle. I have tried it, and I have gotten several samples, and I have decided Sci-Fi by Ellis, Brooklyn, Sci-Fi. This fragrance, again, it is a vanilla fragrance, but there is something in here that they don't want to mention, because it doesn't smell like vanilla. It has a powdery smell to it, and it kind of reminds me of those old cartoons where the lady would put her perfume on, and then they would show the wafting across the room, and this guy would smell this wonderful perfume, and he'd just be drawn to the odor of the alluring vixen, normally a kitten in the movie, or in the cartoon I was watching. This Sci-Fi has that same sexy, powdery waft in the air, and it's a light fragrance, but it is a vanilla-based fragrance. So it's nice. I would actually say this one is light enough where if I were going somewhere like to a movie or somewhere in the daytime, or a lunch date, or a brunch or something like that, this Sci-Fi, it's such a good fragrance, and I will show you what the actual bottle looks like. Can you see that? Yeah, I intend to acquire that bottle. This is such a beautiful fragrance for now. The next one on my list is Mongolian. This again is a fragrance that is very, very unique. That's what the bottle of the Mongolian fragrance looks like. I love this fragrance. I've been wearing it for maybe a little over a year. So I just keep getting these samples with purchase, and I'll buy a set from Sephora where you get to pick a rollerball. Last time I picked this one, but it's just such a beautiful, sexy fragrance. It has lavender in it, and it has sandalwood in it. It has sambac jasmine, and then it also has a base of vanilla in there. So, but this one has an herbal texture to it that adds a level of alluringness. And it's like, what is that scent? The way they blend. And then the sandalwood kind of provides a long-lasting fragrance to you. This one doesn't waft far. It stays where I am. When you're close to me, you can smell it and it smells good. But if I'm walking in church or someplace like that, it's not going to travel down the aisles like that. So if you're a person who wants a sexy fragrance, but you want it to only be, you want it to be something that a person can smell at a small, cozy table, but not across a very large table, Mongolian would be a beautiful fragrance for you. Now this next fragrance, I had this bottle, my ex bought me this bottle, Dior, this fragrance. When I wore this fragrance, I had the huge bottle because he loved it. And this fragrance by Dior, I adore. That's what J'adore means. I adore, and I suppose it means I adore you. Look at that classic, iconic bottle. This is the original J'adore. This is not the new one that came out. This is the original one. That's the one that I like. It is a rose-based scent. It combines both rose and jasmine, which gives it kind of a exotic smell. And at the same time, I guess it really matches with somebody as exotic as mine. And when I wear this fragrance, I just feel so sexy. It also has ylang ylang. I love ylang ylang too. Rose is one of my favorite. And then jasmine. All of those are very, very sexy. I think ylang ylang has been said to be a scent that was used to seduce back in ancient times, if my history is correct. Jasmine is a very alluring scent, and then the rose is iconic, sexy fragrance. This fragrance does waft, so if you wear this to places like, you don't have to worry so much in the wintertime, but if you wear it during air conditioning or there's a breeze or something, this will waft on the breeze and scent the environment around you with this deliciousness. Ooh, if you have an occasion coming up where you need a sexy fragrance, not a business fragrance, not a fun fragrance, not a trendy fragrance, J'adore will never disappoint. It is so good. And lastly, but not leastly, is my favorite. This is Victor and Ross Flower Bomb. I buy these small kits and then I get samples, use my samples, save my original small bottle. Oh, but this fragrance here, it is such a beautiful rose scented fragrance. It's just an incredible fragrance. The main note in it is rose. And this is the bottle. It's designed after like a grenade, signifying the bomb of flowers that is in here. It is so, so beautiful. Whenever I wear this fragrance, people feel better around me. They just say, oh, I just feel so much better. Your smell is actually uplifting me. Oh, you smell so good. Oh, you know, and I've gotten asked out on more dates wearing this fragrance right here. Sometimes I will spray it on a scarf, and so I can keep my fragrance longer, so it'll be on that scarf, and every time I wear that scarf, it'll have that fragrance on it. You guys know I love to wear scarves. Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. 100%. I have never ran into a person who has said to me that they do not like this scent. I remember when I was traveling for work and I saw it in the duty free, and a friend of mine said, "Oh, that's my favorite fragrance. You have to get that." I got it. I couldn't find it for a while, and now that Sephora has come to, this is how long ago that was, now that Sephora has come to the United States in its grandeur, Flower Bomb is available everywhere. I really think this is probably one of the #1 fragrances in at least the United States right now, and I am telling you, it will not disappoint you. If you could only get one of these and you're not sure, I would highly suggest that you start with this one. These are my top 5 sexiest fragrances of all time. If you'd like to know of my top 5 work fragrances, my top 5 hanging out with the girl fragrances, my top 5 clubbing fragrances, my top 5 Sunday go to meeting fragrances, my top 5 prayer meeting fragrances, any of that kind of thing. Or if you have another occasion that you want to wear fragrance for and you'd like to know what I would suggest for that, I love fragrances. If you have watched my empties video and you see how much fragrance that I use in a year, you will know that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for watching this video to the very end. Welcome, new subscribers. And if you have not subscribed by now, there should be a little person in my face with my peace glasses on and my afro. Please click on that and subscribe to my channel. On the other side, you will find my suggestion of a video. It has been picked by YouTube just for you, because Jesus loves you and I love you with all of the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful. You're gorgeous. Please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. YouTube's getting pretty, they're really seeming like they want to put smaller YouTubers in a different pile than others. So, I mean, I know some of you watch my videos, but you haven't subscribed, you don't comment or like. And I mean, I appreciate the fact that you watch my video, but now YouTube, they're trying to find their way in some kind of melee, and it's YouTube gate and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate it if you've been watching a few times and you know you're going to look for me periodically. Maybe just push that subscribe button and hang out with me once a week. I promise you, I'll do my best for you. Thank you.